To get to Bannister Lake Conservation Area, travel west on Spraggs Road from Cambridge, about 3 miles, and turn right on Waterloo Region Road 75, and you're there. Look for the parking on the right. The Bannister and Wrigley Lake area consists of 2 small lakes with well-developed aquatic, marsh, willow dogwood thickets and nearby deciduous forest communities. They collectively provide a variety of habitat for migratory and breeding birds, especially waterfowl and marsh birds. There is a viewing platform at the edge of the lake, so don't miss it. Cross the regional road where the parking lot is and head west. We're on the road that goes right toward Ayr, and we're parked in the Bannister Lake parking lot on the right hand side. We walked down to the lake to the lookout tower, and then back to the parking lot, and then crossed the road, went a little bit up toward Ayr, not very far, and then we crossed into the forest, and we're on the west side of that highway, still hugging the Bannister Lake. It's a big lake. So this little woodpecker is in the Buckthorn Grove on the left side of the highway going from Spraggs Road to Ayr, the other side of where the parking lot is for Bannister Lake. If you didn't know where you were, you would miss this. But anyway, there's the woodpecker at work. Let me see if I can get him from a different... So this would be a downy because a pileated is much bigger. Oh. Looking for his or her supper. And what we've noticed in here, besides the downy woodpecker, but the buckthorn tree bush that you see in front of you has done its destruction, and it's still working on it. Even though there are some large trees in here, oaks probably, there are some cherry trees. I'll show you one. The bark is darker. There's a cherry right there. And they look like they're dying too. All because of the buckthorn bush, which is causing the destruction. Wild grapevines in here too, strangling the buckthorn probably, or working with the buckthorn. Remember, the buckthorn was brought to this part of Ontario back in the 1800s from Eurasia. British, French, German people that came here brought it over to use it as a shrub to create a barrier around their property, especially if they were farmers. Keeps the animal livestock within so they don't have to build a fence. Beautiful white pine trees here. Remember how important they are. If you stand near one for a few minutes 3 times a week, it'll help with all the bad cells in your body. It'll help destroy them. You don't even have to touch it, just be near it. The white pine tree. If you don't have one on your property, plant one. So this Bannister Lake Trail is not maintained in the winter like some of the other trails in the area. They have signs up saying danger, keep out. That's to cover their butts, just in case somebody thinks it's okay to walk these trails and then hurts themselves. They won't be able to sue anybody. But a lot of the trails in the area are maintained in the winter. Not this one. Of course, we didn't go to the end of it. It's just a little bit too cold. Chickadees are saying, you should have. It's beautiful farther into the forest. And there'll be nuthatches out here and chickadees, sparrows and finches. And of course, the woodpecker, which was a treat. Those are chickadees you hear. Bannister Lake could be a type of kettle lake created by the glaciers that moved through here 10,000 years ago. But I'm not sure about that. It just seems like these lakes, there's a lot of them. A lot of limestone, a lot of bottomless, seemingly bottomless lakes in the area. They call them kettle lakes because the glaciers created them with their powerful force. So maybe even the Great Lakes, Erie, Ontario, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan. Maybe those lakes are jumbo kettle lakes. So we try to get into a forest at least once a week, whether it's for a short walk or a longer walk, so that the plants and trees can bathe us with goodness, oxygen. Forest bathing also brings your blood pressure down and destroys some of the stress of life.